Hey party people, welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back to my channel. This is KK All Night. Here I focus on fashion, style, and outfit inspiration. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. So this week's OOTDs are going to take you from Sunday, August 17th through Saturday, August 23rd. The kids start school on Monday, not this Monday, but in a week. So we are busy getting things ready, but we did go to church today. Correction, I went to church today. Didn't want to fuss and fight with them, so I said, you know what, I'm going to get up, I'm going to go enjoy church, and then I did some thrifting. However, this is the church fit. I get cold, as you may or may not know, so I paired it with this crop blazer. And just really quickly, I want to talk about why this works. This dress is a trapeze A-line dress, so it starts small at the top and then it flares out. But the difficulty with putting a jacket with this is that most jackets are just going to follow the outline and go out with the dress, making you larger. Now this crop works because of the button and where it cuts off. Did you see that pretty butterfly, guys? It cuts off right at the bosom, giving it more of an empire waist effect. So it is nipping you in and giving you that smaller waist effect that you would be looking for. This was thrifted. I'm going to take it off now because I do not need it outside, that's for sure. And then I have on this Zara dress. That was also thrifted, but given to me by my mom. These beads, beaded bracelets, and necklaces are just things that I have collected over the years. This one is actually from Hawaii, but the other things are just bracelets that I have collected. I like to stack them up with the chunky bracelets. These shoes are Vince Camuto, also thrifted. Pro tip, these are actually a size 9. You would normally think that's not, my size is a 7, so obviously I would normally skip by them, but if I see something that piques my interest, it doesn't hurt to try it on, which I did. I think they look fabulous. Let's see. I think I didn't do anything on my ears because I had the chunky necklaces and bracelets. Then, so I mentioned I went thrifting afterwards. So to kind of transform this outfit, it's very simple. I just zip these off, which is great. I love that they have that zipper in the back. And I'm going to slip on my Sam Edelman slides. And there you have a thrifting look. The only thing that's missing, if you watch my channel, is to make sure that you have some type of bodysuit on underneath, which I absolutely do. So I was ready for thrifting. Also, it was a bright sunny day, so I paired my Coach sunglasses. Great thing about these, they kind of take on the flavor or the color profile what you're wearing. I believe these are actually lavender, but with this brown dress, they complement one another, and it gives kind of more brown with the dress. So, oh, my bag. My bag today, I had an oldie but goodie, just my big bag, mostly because I didn't feel like changing. And as I've said before, you can throw everything in here. So you may have more than that you need, but you will definitely have all you need. So this was my fit for church. And please enjoy the rest of the videos for the rest of the week. You guys be safe out there. Happy Monday, everyone. Today is August 18th, and I am in the office, so quick fit check. Today I have on my knee-high boots. They were thrifted. They are cloth. They are not leather. I have on this gorgeous dress. I don't remember who it's by. I will put it on the cutaway. But what I love, obviously, is this ruffle detail. No walking shoes today. These are actually quite comfortable, low heel. And only one bag today. My Golden Girls, let's call it. It fits lunch, laptop. If I had shoes, it fit that too. And in case I get chilly today, this is part of a set. It's my Tahari jacket, so pro tip,
You can split up a suit, obviously. The other thing I want to talk about is your sense of fashion, your sense of style. So you can wear boots in the summertime. You could wear silk in the winter. You could wear leather in spring, or you could wear white after Labor Day. So fashion may have rules, but your style doesn't. The only caveat is you should be comfortable. So obviously if I was going to a barbecue, I wouldn't wear the knee-high boots in 90-degree weather, but I am in an office with air conditioning, and so it works. Likewise, if you wanted to wear that cute silk shirt or silk dress during the winter, you might want to consider layering some thermals under it. So keep that in mind, ladies. It is what, and gentlemen, it is what you like and what makes you comfortable. So that is the fit for today. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Hey, party people, happy Tuesday. Today is August 19th. I am in the office, and this is the fit. We are going for a monochrome look today. One thing to note, my greens are not exact, but they are clearly all in the same shade, and so that's why they work. I even have the, who is this, Cole Haan Kelly green purse to go with it, as well as my shoes. These are an oldie but goodie. My walking shoes are these cute bedazzled shoes, a little something to spice it up. And I have these cigarette leg or skinny leg pants on. They work because they are capri, and you'll see once I put my heels on how they complement the outfit. Silk shirt. It is actually kind of cool for a late August late August day, but you know, I've layered up, and I also went with green accessories to complete the monochrome look. My bracelet or my necklace burst on the way to work, so we just had to work with that and fix it up. Sometimes the unexpected happens in your fit, and you just have to roll with the punches. I paired this with a bright red lip. Pro tip, a bright red or a red will really go with any outfit. It just depends if you're a warm red, or orangey red, or a cool red, a blue red. For me, I'm a blue red. Now they have all different types of tips and tricks on how to determine if you are warm toned or cool, so I suggest you Google it, because I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I also put my hair up. I usually wear it down for a little something different. Just wanted to try something new. So another pro tip, don't be afraid to find something new. You might discover that you like something. So I'm going to put you on pause for a second so I can put on these strappy heels. Okay, I have to back up a little bit even further since the heels give me some height. Yes, they are high, they are strappy, they are patent leather, and they are green, which depending upon how you pair it might read a little bit much for the office, but because this is a monochrome look and everything is one color, they go. Also, you can see with the cigarette pants how they give that kind of 50s, 60s effect. So I think this looks for in the office today. And that is the look. You guys enjoy your Tuesday and be safe out there.
Hey party people, happy Wednesday. Today is August 20th. This is the fit. I had a doctor's appointment. I really wanted to wear this jacket. Obviously with this heavy rhinestone embellishment, it could read a little dressy. The way I took it down are a couple of things. First, I have this graphic tee that I styled it with. Anytime you pair jeans with an outfit, it's also going to make it more casual. Since it's fairly warm, I chose jeans, and I chose these jeans jorts, I guess specifically. If you were doing this in the wintertime, you could obviously pair this with a pair of jeans, either wide leg or skinny jeans. And then to further take it down to more casual, obviously anytime you pair tennis shoes with something, it's going to do that. Now, I found these little rhinestone socks on Shein, and I just thought it would pair so nicely, a little tie-in with the jacket. And then for my bag, I just have my gray Kate Spade. You could pull out any of these colors that you had from your jacket. I didn't want the purse to do too much, just, you know, accompany the outfit and not shine. I want the jacket to shine, so that's why I chose that. And of course, my trusty Coach shades which seem to take on whatever color I'm wearing. So here they're giving baby pink, which I love. And that's the outfit. So to summarize, if you have a dressy piece that you're really thirsty to wear and you want to take it down a little bit, adding graphic tees, any type of jeans, and tennis shoes is always going to do that for you. All right, you guys, be safe out there.
Hey party people, happy Thursday. Today is August 21st. I am in the office and quick fit check. I have these wide leg pants on. It's giving jogging material, very soft, very comfortable. I think those were Walmart. My wedge heels, which are super comfortable, as well as this sheer kind of kimono, were thrifted in Hawaii. I just brought in the colors from the duster in these multicolor bracelets and these gorgeous earrings, which are TJ Maxx. A relatively recent find, so they might still have them. Just one bag today. Got the Coach. She fits everything. Well, I didn't have a pair of walking shoes because these are so comfortable. And I actually have a sleeve for my laptop. So for me, I don't like to have more than 2 bags when I come in. So I don't want to have a laptop case, a purse, a lunch bag. So it all has to be consolidated within 2 things, which is why you will see me with large purses a lot of times. Otherwise, if I have a smaller purse, I definitely need one of the bigger bags, like my Golden Ladies, or even a backpack, or maybe like my Go Yard, because that's like a big tote. But that's just how I roll. And just one other pro tip, you can absolutely wear sheer clothing to work. You just have to make sure you layer underneath it appropriately. So in this instance, I have a black tank top underneath, and of course my trusty thermals, which are silk. They are kind of sheer themselves, so it looks completely opaque underneath. So anyway, this is the look for today. Quick and to the point. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. One more day to the business work week, and you guys be safe out there.
Hey party people, happy Friday. Today is August 22nd. We are here in Alexandria, Old Town, and I've decided to take my hubby to Jula on the Potomac. I came here a few days ago for restaurant week, and it was superb. So good. I'm back just a couple of days later. So for this fit, I have on this flowy chiffon ombre maxi gown. It was thrifted. I am not familiar with the brand, but pro tip, you see we have a lot of shoulder and it's cut very deep on the side. Wasn't comfortable with showing that much skin. You can layer anything under a dress just like you can layer over a dress. So here I've chosen lace. You'll notice this gold cord, and I decided to pull in other gold accents, one being my YSL bag. I have on my gold bracelets, feeling kind of like Wonder Woman there. I have gold earrings. They're not quite hoops, they're more like a V. I have on these Steve Madden platform wedges, very comfortable, but bringing in all the gold accents. Just keep in mind, you can pair sheer underneath, you can pair a button-down shirt underneath, whatever it is that's going to give you that coverage and make you comfortable. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Hey, party people, happy Sunday. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. Today is August 23rd. This is my fit. I just had a few errands to run. So I just really wanted to be comfortable and easy breezy. So I pulled these pants out. Now, I've had these pants for a while. They are actually just a Walmart pair of pants. They are faux wrap. And that's what I was drawn to with these pants. The faux wrap and the distinct color, or the print, the 2 different prints. But they honestly have been sitting in my closet since I've had them. I've worn them maybe a handful of times, maybe not even 5. And so some folks might say when you're going through your wardrobe, I think as if you don't wear anything that year or even 2, you need to get rid of it. But my philosophy is kind of, I like them, I have the room, I purchased them, so I decided to hang on to them. And I really like the way that I styled it here. And so I think I'm going to continue to hold on to them. I'm going to pop up a picture right here of what I started with, and that just goes to show you how much your styling, your intentional styling, will help make the outfit. because to be honest, when I first put these on, I don't know if I really was feeling them, and I was thinking, so maybe it is time to get rid of them. But there's a couple of things that I did. So first, they were sitting on my hip. They were like right at my ankle, so they weren't quite long enough to kind of cover my heel, but they weren't quite short enough to be like capris. And so I just leaned into the capris. I pulled them up. I tightened my tie. Now, of course, with walking, I might need to retighten it, but I was intentional about making them pedal pushers, if you will. The other thing I did was tucking in my shirt. It's not quite the half tuck, it's on a diagonal, which elongates the line. So since I have the pants that are now shortened and cut off at the ankle, with this diagonal line going across, you have kind of elongated this upper torso region. The other thing is I paired it with a cute pair of shoes. Now these shoes were thrifted in Hawaii, and the other thing is I want to say about thrifting is a lot of people will say when you go you should shop with intention. So you just shouldn't go in looking for anything because you will find everything and spend too much. And I think it really depends on what your objective is. When I was on vacation in Hawaii, I was not shopping with intention. I was in Hawaii and I wanted to see what they had. Now clearly these White House Black Market slides, they spoke to me. I think they ended up being like $7, barely worn. You can tell by the wear on the heel. Did I know that I had these pants that they would pair so well with? Did I remember that? No. But this color combination obviously spoke to me as it did when I purchased these pants. So I decided to get them. So really, it depends on what your intention is or your goal is when you go into a thrift store, whether you're going to be shopping with intention for a specific item or a specific list, or if you're just going in there to see what they have and see if anything speaks to you. The other thing that I did today that I don't normally do is I used shimmering body oil. Now these girlies and these ladies on TikTok will have you buying all types of things, thinking it is the best thing since sliced bread. And I guess sometimes it is, but with that shimmering body oil, I kept seeing people when they would be fully dressed and they would just rub it on. And I'm thinking, doesn't that get on your clothes? And if it stains, how is it going to get out? So I decided to do a little bit further investigation and Google and read comments. Turns out a lot of the ladies were saying, yes, it does stain, so be very careful when you put it on. Make sure you give enough time for it to dry before you put your clothes on. They don't recommend wearing it with really light colors. And they were also saying those overpriced ones were okay, but a lot of them were saying they probably wouldn't buy them again. So I found this, it came in a 3-pack. Hold on, let me get you the packaging. All right, this is the packaging. It came in a 3-pack. This is the one I tried today. It was what? $13. $13, y'all. I love the scent on it. I shook it up. Let's see. That's what it looks like. And then I just put it on my arms. Keep in mind, I have on dark colored clothes. This is just a navy t-shirt. So I figured if it got ruined or stained, first, if it got stained, it'd be hard to show up. But like I said, I love the smell. I do love the shimmer. And it actually is moisturizing. So I said for $13 for 3 of those, for the amount that I feel like I would be wearing it, I am happy with that purchase. I'm glad I didn't spend like upwards of $48, $50 to get one of the higher luxury, higher name brand type of shimmering body oil. So that just goes to show you that you need to really look at the comments and reviews on things, and don't just look at because you saw a couple of TikToks come across your page. Don't get like wrapped up in the hype so much that you go to purchase it. So this is the fit. The other thing that really took this from 0 to 10 are the accessories. I chose to pull out the fuchsia and hot pink in my beaded necklace and bracelet, and these little tassel earrings, and my Old Faithful, my Coach glasses, which are picking up that pink in there. There's silver or gold on the heels. The hook on these earrings are gold, and so I decided to bring in the gold also in my Gucci watch. My bag today was just my YSL for 2 reasons. One, it's pulling in the gold, even though technically there's no black. Obviously black is the neutral, it's going to go. This is actually navy, but also it's because it's what I had yesterday and I didn't feel like changing, and I can put it crossbody. So that is the look. And just like that, this brings us to the end of this week. I hope you have enjoyed watching as I style my outfits for the week. I hope you have been able to pull some inspiration from what I have put on, maybe some tips and tricks on going thrifting as perhaps you start your new thrifting journey. If you have, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, as well as hitting the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I currently upload every Sunday, my OOTDs, but I also am working toward uploading on Wednesdays, which will be thrift hauls or mini hauls of things that I purchased or have acquired. And again, I can only assume if you have made it that far that you were enjoying the content, so please again consider liking. Thank you to my current subscribers. I appreciate you so very much. As you know, I'm still a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel, and so I really appreciate all those folks who have already subscribed and watched me on the regular. And with that, you guys, be safe out there.